Hello everyone. In this video we are going to use triangle theorems to prove if the three sides that are given are sides of a triangle, and we are going to find the missing angle of a triangle using all the angle relationships that we have learned. Alright, so this is a good review. Once you get, there's a really good shortcut. It says determine if the three lengths can be measures of the sides of a triangle. So this is not Pythagorean theorem. This is just taking the two smaller sides, and I'm going to do the 13 plus the 21, and the two smaller sides, the sum of the two smaller sides has to be greater than the third side for it to be a triangle. If it's greater than the third side, it's a triangle. If it's not greater than the third side, then it is not a triangle. So 13 plus 21 is 34. 34 is not greater than 37. So I'm going to put no. And I've determined that the three sides do not form a triangle. So now I'm going to take the two smallest sides again. 8 plus 9 is greater than 12. So 17 is greater than 12. And we're going to put yes. And I've determined that three sides do form a triangle, because the two smallest sides, the sum of the two smallest sides, is greater than the third. And that's basically it. So now we're going to take the two smallest sides again, 25 plus 17. That has to be greater than 29. So that's 43, 42, and 42 is greater than 29. So that's a yes. And I've determined that the three sides do form a triangle. And that is it. A cook prepares a cheese sandwich for supper. The cook stuffs an isosceles triangular cheese slice in the sandwich. So this is the key word where we're talking about triangles there. And so which of the following is possible the side measures of the slice of cheese? So they're just asking, it's a different way of asking whether or not the sides create a triangle, right? So we're going to just go ahead. 3 plus 5 has to be greater than 8. And 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 is not greater than 8, so this is not a triangle. So we could cross that out. 4 plus 4 has to be greater than 6. It is. 8 is greater than 6. So we're going to put yes for this, and this is probably your answer. This is your triangle. And then 3 plus 3 has to be greater than 6. 6 is not greater than 6. 6 is equal to 6. So this is a no. The answer is B. All right, and this is just things that you need to know. The sum of all interior angles, when you add them up, are equal to 180 degrees. Two or more angles that add up to be 180 degrees are called supplementary angles. Two or more angles that add up to be 90 degrees are called complementary angles. And a straight line is 180 degrees. So we're going to go to the next page, and we are going to talk about finding the measure of the indicated angle. So right here, measure of angle C, that's what this stands for. They want this right here. So they want the third angle of a triangle, which is the interior angles of a triangle, equals 180 degrees when you add them together. So I'm going to go and put 100 plus 50 in. Add these two angles that are given up, and then take 180 and minus 150 from it, and that's 30. So the measure of angle C is 30 degrees. Measure of angle X, we're looking for this angle right here inside. Again, you have the interior angles of a triangle, 50 plus 62. You're adding these two angles up right now, and you get 112. Then you do 180 minus 112, and that is 68 degrees. So X is 68 degrees. The interior angles of a triangle, 180 degrees. There are two different ways to do this one, but they want this angle right here. They want angle U. So that is an interior angle, but just remember the two non-adjacent interior angles, when you add them up, when you add this, the question mark plus the 50 has to equal 120. So the first way to do this is to just go ahead and subtract 120 minus 50. 120 minus 50 is 70 degrees, so that's a fast way of getting measure of angle U. Another way you could do this, which is the second way, is to just go and get, this is a straight line. Straight lines equal 180 degrees. So the first thing that I'm going to do is do 180 minus 120. Because this now becomes 60, that is 60 degrees. And now we have two interior angles of a triangle, and you could add up 50 plus 60, and that equals 110. Then you're going to take 180 and minus the 110, and you would get 70. So you see how you could arrive at the same answer. It's just more steps. The second way is more, entails you to do a little bit more work. But again, as long as the answers are correct, it doesn't really matter. All right, number 4, again, you have one way that you could do this, where you could take this right here and see what U is, angle U, is by just subtracting 115 minus 50. Remember, the two non-adjacent interior angles, when you add them together, have to equal 115. So if you have one of those two non-adjacent angles, that means you could just subtract the exterior angle, which is 115, and the one interior angle that you have, which is 50, and you would get 65. So angle U is 65 degrees. Or you can go ahead and see right here that this is a straight line. All straight lines equal 180 degrees. So I'm just going to go 180 minus 115. And I would have 65 degrees. Once I would have 65 degrees here, I'd put it there, and then just add 50 plus 65. And 50 plus 65 is 115. Then you would figure out 180, because the interior angles of a triangle equal 180 degrees, and that's 65 degrees, and you get the same answer. For this one, I am just going to do it the way that, actually I'll show you both ways. So this plus this, the two interior angles that are non-adjacent to the exterior, remember this is the exterior angle right here. You want to find that exterior angle. To find that exterior angle, it's the two non-adjacent interior angles that you have to add. So the first way that you could possibly do it is 70 plus 50. And 70 plus 50 is 120. So this angle right here is 120 degrees. The second way that you could do this is to just go by straight lines and the angle, the interior angles of a triangle. So interior angles of a triangle, I would start off doing the same thing. 70 plus 50 is 120. Then you take 180 minus 120 from it. That's 60. And then this one would be 60 degrees. You find all of the interior angles of a triangle. So that's 60, and then you would take 180, because that's a straight line right here. This is a straight line. So 180 minus the 60 is 120, and that's how you would get 120 the second way. For this way, again, here's the exterior angle. Here's the non-adjacent interior angle. To find this, you would just subtract 140 and 45. And you would get 95 degrees. And this is 95. And that's it for the short video. That's how you would actually do those and find the missing angles. And I hope that helped. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.